So I received an email from the state county health. They just said that they wanted to talk to me about my medical my medical result from the Philippines. They told me to contact them because apparently they contacted my husband's number and we weren't able to answer it. I'm gonna show the email on the screen. We did call them, and she did a little pre-screening on the phone, asked me a series of questions. It's just the basic stuff. If I have any types of symptoms, siguro just checking if I'm sick when I got here. I did tell her about my medical history and the medications that I'm currently taking. Kasi meron akong asthma, meron akong other existing conditions which are really a serious condition. So I'm gonna go to the county health in the city. I'm not sure kung gaano siya kalayo. I will probably be evaluated by the doctor and most likely gonna do another series of sputum exam or sputum collection. So yeah, I'm gonna share on this video kung ano yung mangyayari at kung ano yung mga gagawin ko and also the result afterwards. So hopefully makakatulong tong video na to sa mga nasa visa process ngayon and especially sa medical part na. Most especially din sa mga applicants na kailangan mag-sputum or may TB history. So para may idea kayo kung ano mangyayari pagdating nyo dito sa States. I'm not sure if it's the same for every state, but at least for Utah, this video is basically gonna show what's gonna happen. So yeah, stay around. So dinala ko yung passport ko and yung medical result from St. Luke's and other relevant papers that would most likely be asked for the evaluation. So kinontak pala ako ng county health 1 week after ng arrival ko sa United States. And sa phone call na rin ako nagpa-schedule ng evaluation. Sa Provo City yung location ng Utah County Health. So mga 30 minutes drive yun mula sa bahay namin. So for the meantime, here's Utah and their majestic mountains. So ayun, tumating kami sa Provo and mukhang mainit lang yan pero ang totoo malamig pa rin nung time na yan. Hindi ako masyadong nakapag-film sa loob kasi baka kasi bawal. But basically, pagpasok ko sa loob, dumiretso na ako sa tuberculosis department. So here's me just waiting for my name to be called by the doctor kasi wala pa siya nung time na yan. And nung natawag na ako, mga tinanong lang sa akin ng doctor is pretty much the same kung ano yung mga tinanong sa akin nung sa phone call. And nag-request din siya ng another x-ray and I was right, another sputum collection. And after the appointment, binigyan niya ako nitong paper na to, ng information about TB, guidelines, and pretty much basic knowledge. And 3 containers for the sputum collection, including na yung instructions on how to collect and also properly store it. Unlike sa St. Luke's sa Philippines, this time yung instruction sa akin is sa bahay na ako magkakollect ng sputum and also sa morning pa rin. And after the appointment, dumiretso na kami sa x-ray para gawin yung x-ray ko. Kasi para isang lakaran na lang. And pagdating doon, another waiting ulit for my x-ray. Sa mga curious kung magkano yung x-ray sa Utah without insurance, ayan. So, kayo nang bahala mag-convert. So as you can see, yung container na pinrovide ng County Health is the same container na pinoprovide ng St. Luke's for sputum collection. Same drill, kailangan sa first line na abot yung sample. In-instruct sa akin na for the whole collection process, kailangan malinis yung kamay ko to avoid any contamination. Tapos as instructed, nalagay ko sa fridge yung bag of containers to preserve the sample. Tapos yun, ginawa ko lang yan for 3 consecutive days. few days after ko isubmit yung sputum collection, naka-receive ako ng phone call from the TB department. This time it's from the TB lab. Apparently, yung first day sputum specimen ko, hindi aabot sa time na kailangan i-process siya for culturing or something. So, yung day 2 and day 3 sputum sample, okay siya, aabot siya. Pero, yung day 1, hindi daw. Inadmit naman nung person in charge sa specimen na it's his fault. So, it's totally fine with me. So, kailangan kong pumunta ulit sa health center para kunin ulit yung specimen container. Tapos, uubo ulit ako. Mahirap umubo. Because last time, nahirapan akong umubo. Kasi mahirap umubo kung wala ka namang plema, diba? And this time, meron akong asthma. Inatake ako ng asthma. So, hopefully, hindi siya magiging mahirap. Sputum collection sucks so much. I can't believe I'm doing it again. Nung natapos ko yung 3-day collection ko ng sputum, I was really thankful. Pero, I was not really expecting that call. Kailangan ko na naman siyang gawin. But this time, just one time lang. Pero, ang hirap pilitin umubo. Pero kailangan. And I'm gonna do it again. Hopefully this time it's the last time. So, pumunta kami sa city para kunin yung specimen container and then the next morning, nag-collect ako agad ng sputum sample. Sobrang nahirapan ako sa pag-collect ng last sample na kailangan nila to the point na nagkasugat na yung lalamunan ko, kakapilit kong umubo. However, I'm just like so done with it. Kaya nag-decide ako na ipasa ko na lang kung ano lang yung nakaya kong iubo. The same day, hinatid ko din kaagad yung specimen na kailangan nila and I'm confident na sapat yung sample na naipasa ko. 1 or 2 weeks after ko i-submit yung last specimen na hiningi nila. In-inform lang ako na so far, nakikita nila na negative yung result. Pero it'll still take like 2 months to see the final result. Kinontak ulit nila ako and hindi ko nasagot yung tawag. And they asked me to call back and I've been trying to call back several times pero walang sumasagot sa line. So, I don't know but siguro bibisita na lang ako ulit sa TB department para humingi ng copy ng sputum result ko na negative na talaga siya. Just in case na hanapin ng magiging employer ko. And that's pretty much it. Sa side ko, medyo naging hassle siya kasi I had to do it 4 times. Pero I'm pretty sure hindi naman siguro mangyayari sa inyo yun. So yeah, if meron kang TB history or nag-sputum ka sa St. Luke's na positive and you did the treatment and then later on, you pass your interview and then later on, nakuha mo na yung visa mo, you fly out here sa US, this is what's gonna happen. And mag-i-sputum ka ulit. If merong magwa-wonder kung bigla kang mag-positive after the sputum collection and the x-ray or blood test, I don't know. Ang sabi sa akin ng doctor na nag-evaluate sa akin is they're just gonna do the standard treatment. So yeah, you have nothing to worry about. I hope this video helps. At least may idea na kayo kung ano yung i-expect nyo once nandito na kayo sa States. So don't forget to subscribe to my channel. I still have more contents coming out. Mag-upload din ako ng video about how you can fly your dog from the Philippines to the States kasi we had to go through that process as well on top of my visa to come here. So if my visa applicants out there who is also a fur parent like me and you're thinking about taking your dog or your pet here to the States, I'm gonna have a video about that. What's it? Meat Basset? Basset, shut up. Okay, so yeah, subscribe to my channel and thanks for watching. See ya!